Wendy Patrick is currently assigned to the San Diego Sex Crimes and Human Trafficking Division, and defense attorney Robert Schalk is with me, and Judy Pilak from WGN Radio is still with me. Judy, real quickly, how on earth did it take 4 months for the prosecutors to put out the video, still not knowing who they were looking for, when those two people shared a girlfriend? Why didn't they talk to the girlfriend of the victim and show her the video so she could say, that's my ex?
Right, that's a good question. That really didn't come out in court, and you know, I think it's unclear. She may have been dating both of the guys at the same time, and maybe perhaps denying to the defendant that she was actually seeing the victim. So it's just unclear at this point why that didn't happen, and maybe the police were just building their case at that point.
Pretty remarkable that they ultimately arrested Willie Bell because he was driving in a stolen Cadillac. A totally different car than the victim's car that had been stolen. And it was just a few days prior to the arrest that the Cadillac was stolen. So let me list out real quickly what the charges are against Willie Bell. First-degree murder, that's a bad one. Concealment of a homicide, residential arson, home invasion, possession of a stolen motor vehicle. Wendy Patrick, there is this accomplice issue that no one's talking about. Some other guy, or even a woman, we don't know, just an accomplice, showed up when that fire was lit. How much does the accomplice play into anybody who's looking at charging this guy with these kinds of things?
Well, absolutely. You're looking at an accomplice who helped cover up a crime, even though he wasn't there. He or she wasn't there when it was committed. And by the way, Ashleigh, as we head into Halloween, this case is good advice that credibility can be a costume. Don't give somebody more credit than they deserve simply because they look the part. We've just watched the videotape, and your viewers can see this guy looked legit. So getting back to your accomplice question, whether or not this accomplice was actually involved as a co-conspirator, as an accessory after the fact, different levels of liability, which, as Robert and I deal with every day, will attach to each. One of the things that the prosecutors are going to be looking at is how much was this accomplice actually involved in the crime. Now, we know motive by social media actually rules the day here as well. The victim obviously wasn't watching the social media post because, as you point out, they didn't know each other. So these are some of the questions that no doubt are going to become relevant as they continue to look for the second suspect.
I can't believe how lucky these authorities got by catching this guy, Willie Bell, in a stolen Cadillac. Like, ultimately, that's how they get him, in a stolen Cadillac, not your girlfriend said she saw you on video dressed as a meter reader at her boyfriend's house. That is remarkable to me, just remarkable to me. So, Robert Schalk, as a defense attorney, I would see you salivating over the notion that there's some other guy, some other girl, some other accomplice on video going in at the time that house was torched and that body was torched.
No question, because that person's not going to be sitting at the defense table next to you. You get to blame someone who's not there potentially. And two, you're in the discovery stage right now. You're peeling the onion back. This is where defense attorneys earn their stripes, earn their money. How can we challenge their evidence? Why is it 4 months since the girlfriend has spoken? What has she said? Is she going to testify? Are they going to be able to get all this evidence in it? And like you said, we have another individual that might be able to have blame laid on him or her, depending on what comes out in the discovery stage. So the defense attorney definitely has stuff to work with, for sure.
And why 4 months to release the video? I mean, Chicago, look, God bless you. You are plagued with crime and violence every night.
Makes no sense.
But this is the kind of video I would think you want to get that out pretty quickly if you're looking for this guy who could go to anybody's house dressed as a meter reader. We don't know at this point it's a love triangle.
Not only that, right, you want to put the public on notice that this happened. Number two, you have a girlfriend who has potentially dating two guys her boyfriend's dead. Who has shown you any anger towards this person? I don't know. Maybe the guy was texting me on social media?
Maybe the guy who's mad at me? Right, exactly. And look, just look at the video. Cautionary tale, folks. Do not for a minute open your door to somebody. Check. If you're not expecting the meter reader, check. Call the utility company. Just don't let someone in your house like that. Robert, thank you. Wendy, thank you. Appreciate it. And hey, everybody, thank you.